Welcome to my channel. Let's go and cook some Nkruma Froye, okra and salted beef stew. So these in Ghana are called entrawa, and in English these little things are called garden eggs or eggplant, and you're going to need 440 grams of these, or 2, 4, 6, roughly 6 average size eggplants. So these green vegetables here are called Nkruma. In English they're called lady's fingers or okras, and you're going to need, well, I am using about 500 grams of these, and they need to be washed. You may have seen me use these okras in one of my other videos, which was the peanut butter soup video, and if you haven't seen it, you must go and watch it. I've had a lot of nice comments about it, and I will try and leave a link to the video on the screen somewhere. You'll also need 5 average sized tomatoes, some beef, I'm just using Tesco's beef, 4 onions, which I'm going to chop, oh really? What my mum also used in her okra stew is this fish here. It's called bomone, and it's a fermented fish. I don't know what type of fish it is, but it's a fish that has been fermented for its flavour. It has a very, very unique smell and a very, very unique flavour. And you don't have to put it in your okra stew, but it does give the oil a really nice aroma. The stew is not quite the same without it. The smell that comes off this thing is a big deal. You know when your kids have been scratching their asses and they come up to you and they're like, "Mama, you've got nice soft skin." And you can smell the whiff of fingers that have been near bottom. That is what this smells like. So be sure to open your windows and let some fresh air into the house, because it will stink the house out. But also it will attract a lot of blue bottles, because the blue bottles will love the aroma of this as well. Can be bought from a lot of African supermarkets. I got this one from Brixton Market. It's not so easy to get everywhere, to be honest with you. It depends on where you live. So another alternative to this, if you did want that kind of authentic fishy unique flavour in your oil, because it is just to flavour the oil a bit, it just gives it a special hint of something that I can't quite explain. But if you can't get hold of this, I thought a good alternative to use would be fish sauce, which is used a lot in Thai and Chinese cooking, but that's also fermented fish, but like in a liquid form. It's not quite like this one, but it's a good alternative. Or you can just bypass these and not use them at all, but I am. Okay, so we're also going to need some peeled cloves of garlic. I think I've got about 2, 4, 6, 8 here. Some Scotch bonnet peppers, and 180 grams of ginger. You're also going to need some of this stuff, which is called a quin. And a quin is It comes in a rock form like this. I'm not entirely sure what it's made from, to be honest, but you can put this in the okra stew to make it even more slimy. And if you haven't got any of this stuff, you can just use bicarbonate of soda, because that also makes the okra slimier. You need 3 Maggi cubes, some Zume palm oil. There's different types of palm oils, but this particular palm oil is quite nutty. It's called Zume, and it's got a very nice, it's very fragrant. Few bay leaves, a little bit of smoked paprika, and some garlic salt. So firstly, I'm going to steam my beef. So I'm going to put both packets of my washed beef into the saucepan, like that. A bit of water, it's not much water, so I filled it up to there with water. What do you call it? Bay leaves goes in there. Chuck in garlic salt. I suppose I'm putting in about 2 tablespoonfuls. A little bit of paprika, like a spoonful of paprika. I'm going to stir it up, mix all the meat in there together. Leave that in there to steam. I'll check on it. It should take about, I would steam it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Right, next I'm going to put my eggplant in here. I'm going to saute the eggplant. 1 cup of water. I'm going to put the okra in there. And that can cook for about 10 minutes. So I've got the meat over here stewing in the pressure cooker. I've got the eggplant and the okras saute in there for 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm going to put this saucepan here to fry my onions. So I'm going to put some of this zume oil, shake it up because sometimes the zume oil can separate. It's got like a darker part here and it's quite orange here, a lighter part. So just shake it up. How much I'm going to pour oil, I'm going to pour in. Us Ghanaians like a lot of oil and things. So I've just put enough palm oil in here to cover the base of the saucepan. Right, so the palm oil is smoking a bit. I'm going to fry this for about 5 minutes till the onions start to go slightly brown or soft. It's a bit noisy, but what I'm going to do now is blend my ginger in here. And I'm going to put the ginger in here. I've just added like 2 spoonfuls of water and then blend again, just to make it not stick to the side. I'm now going to strain the ginger through here. And then I'm going to put my garlic, 2 Scotch bonnets, and the chili pepper and the ginger juice. And then blend. Now my onions are nice and soft. I'm going to add in the fun bit, the momone. You know, I've been saying it wrong all this time. I've been pronouncing it bomone with a B, but it's actually spelt with an M. So it's momone, momone. So there, you learn something new every day. So here it is. Embrace the smell. It's in there. It's cooking. It's releasing its aromas. Let's have it.
That's like carrots.
Well, that's because you actually the smell is not as bad. It's not that bad. Maybe I was overreacting a bit. As it's cooking, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Let's check on my okra. My meat is cooking away in there. We'll turn the temperature down because I don't want it to boil. So now I'm going to drop some of this stuff in. Remember I said it was called a kiln. If you haven't got this, you can use a bit of bicarbonate of soda, but it is to make the okra even more slimy. But to be fair, when you cook okra, when it gets hot, it gets slimy anyway, so it's optional. You can put it in. I'm going to put it in. You can put it in or leave it. I'm going to put it in mine. And it should just break down on its own. Remember as well that we're not making okra soup, we are making okra stew. So if you did want it to be more soup-like, just add more water. But yeah, we're making stew, so ease off the water. Don't forget there's also water in the meat as well. So yeah. Now that the momone is all cooked, I'm going to put in my chopped tomatoes. You can use tinned tomatoes. I use tinned tomatoes a heck of a lot in my cooking, but I wanted to do it mum's way today, so I've chopped my own tomatoes, so put those in. And leave this to simmer for about 10 minutes. Remember the garlic, ginger juice and Scotch bonnets that we blended? I forgot to add those in, so ideally I would have added this in before the tomatoes went in, but I'm only human. I'll put it in now. I'm only human, I forgot, so I'll just put that in now. I'm now going to add in the Maggi cubes. So I just put my Maggi cubes in like that, and they will break down on their own. When they get a bit, you can break it up in a pestle and mortar, but if not, you can just leave it in the stew's juices, but just leave it to the surface where you can still see it, and then it should like soften up, and then I mash it on the side of the pan like that. Can you see? I just mash it on the side of the pan and then stir it all in. So my tomatoes have been simmering. Let's turn that noise down a bit. Way too noisy in here. The tomatoes have been simmering for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm now going to add my okra and eggplant in here. Ow, the handle's so hot. Whew. Going to add my meat as well, my salted beef. Pour all of that in. And then let this simmer for about 15 minutes. And voila! So we have avocado with it, with or without. Avocados always remind me of baby's head crowning in childbirth. And then this thing here is called kenkey. And kenkey is made out of a fermented corn. I'm not exactly sure how it's done or anything, but it comes like this. You can get it from Brixton Market as well. Actually, quite a few places, not only like large markets, but there's quite a few places around that sell this kenkey now, even Indian shops. So it's kind of a bit more popular than it was. And it's wrapped in, I don't know what leaf that is. It's wrapped in some leaf, banana leaf. And so you take all this stuff off like that. I've never been one for presentation. I just want to eat the damn thing. But this is what it looks like, the kenkey. And it's so dense and so filling. And then, oh my God, it just squashed my my kenkey. So I'm going to serve it up with a ladle. With a ladle. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful, lovely okra stew. Served with avocado and kenkey. Beautiful, rustic, authentic yumminess. Get in my belly. So just kind of break a bit off like this and just mush it in your hands. Just fold over a few times, get it into a nice little shape, and dip it in the sauce. Ow! Whew, it's hot. Whew. And oh God, I'm not joking. That's so good. And I just quickly wanted to say that the ginger that you strained earlier on, don't throw the ginger away. Put it into a cup. Add some boiling water. And strain some lemon juice through a sieve. And you can make a lovely lemon and ginger drink. You know, waste not anything. Squeeze the lemon juice in there, drain through the hot ginger water. Put some honey in if you like. And bit of a slice of lemon on top. Thanks ever so much for joining me here on my channel to cook Nkruma Froye okra stew. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like my content. And yeah, and don't forget, don't dislike, just thumbs up, comment and subscribe.